You're watching Soccer Night in Detroit.
From the grassroots of Detroit soccer to hosting an MLS side, this is the US Open Cup. Steinwasser closes the door.
What a save by Steinwasser.
Can Green deliver? Of course, Ronnie Green.
Saldana is about to have his moment in America's Cup. Saldana scores! Detroit knock out the reigning champ!
All right, happy Open Cup match day here at Keyworth Stadium. Detroit City FC takes on the Chicago Fire.
Oh, man.
How big is this one?
I have to say this is big. This is sort of like Columbus when we faced them, Minnesota when we faced them. It's big.
It is.
It's a golden opportunity to pull up the cup set.
Oh, absolutely, it is. And, it's one of those days in which, makes you proud to be a Detroit City FC supporter, follower, whatnot. And you come into a game like this, and it's, by looking at it, it's a clash of the Titans early on in both leagues when you think about it.
You're right. Chicago, second place in the East. Detroit City, surprisingly third place. We thought we were going to fall until the unscripted chaos last weekend.
Unscripted chaos. We didn't think Louisville was going to draw again.
No.
And Tampa Bay, they drew against Oakland Roots on Saturday night.
The Battery, they lost for the third time in 4 games.
Lost to Birmingham on Sunday, 1-0.
Wow.
So, needless to say, it's been
chaos
in the USL Championship. But it's going to be one of those type deals here in which Detroit City FC can make some history tonight if they really want to. And they have made history here in the past.
You're right.
As we mentioned, Columbus Crew.
Yeah, I believe that's the only Detroit City FC games. I have missed a few, but I missed that game. It also established Maxi. Remember the penalty shot off the post?
Absolutely, as we have in the opening graphic, as you know, Maxi Rodriguez's big night against the Columbus Crew, and
that did establish him as a Detroit City FC star, literally.
Oh, he was the star way before that. You're talking Days and Nisa and whatnot. So he's been a stalwart. Glad to have him back on the squad. Glad to have him back in the lineup as he was in the lineup on Saturday against the Sporting Club Jackson, which it was a 1-0 victory. He did not play in the game, but he was back in the lineup.
You're right.
Replacing Ryan Williams, who was questionable with a hamstring issue of his own. Yeah. So he did not play on Saturday. He's questionable for tonight as well. Speaking of questionables, a big questionable for Chicago Fire. Their leading goal scorer, Hugo Kuipers. And that guy, let's just say he made a mess of things last year down at SeatGeek Stadium.
We all remember that game. We got literally cleaned out 4-0 on a very awful week in Open Cup play where almost every other team, except for Pittsburgh, got wiped out.
And needless to mention, a bad week for Detroit City that week because previously on that Saturday, we had a 2-goal lead against the Indy 11. Gave up 2 goals to Elvis Amo and dropping points there at Michael Carroll Stadium. And then it signified the summer of discontent for Detroit City FC.
That was a summer discontent in the middle frames, literally.
Everything falling apart for Detroit City at that point.
But we barely made the playoffs, and you probably know what happened then.
Yep. Yes, we do know what happened then. We'll be talking about the team that we beat a little bit on USL today.
Okay.
But the thing was last year with Chicago Fire, Chicago played the high press, and that was a problem for Detroit City as well. Previously, in the game against Indy 11, the high press was there. Elzamo was able to connect with 2 goals and thus dropping points prior to that match in Chicago. But this year, as you know, Detroit City third in the East right now, sitting behind Tampa Bay, who's on top, and Louisville, who are sitting in second right now. Fire, they're sitting in second in the East behind in MLS behind Nashville.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Nashville is, they're the non-defending Open Cup champs. They got a little tournament of their own that they're playing. They're in the CONCACAF Champions.
CONCACAF champ, yes.
Yes, so
they were not available.
No, definitely not available. And of course, Nashville's been playing some good ball. And here's the good thing about Chicago being in second.
Yeah.
Guess who they're ahead of?
The Pink Phony Club?
You got it. Pink Phony Club sitting in third in MLS right now. And you know what? It's always a good thing when you're ahead of the Pink Phony Club.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Chapel Owen got cleared, but we have to say in their correct soccer term, Pink Phony Club.
Yes, exactly.
It's a whole nother subject. Go look on
And
TNT.
if David Beckham says show some class, no. I'm a Man City fan. I don't show any class to you whatsoever. Man City fans don't show class to anybody wearing the red of Manchester.
Or the red of Arsenal.
Or the red of Liverpool, who are playing right now as we speak.
who should be worried about their precious Premier League lead.
We'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about that tomorrow night on the Musings, by the way. But like I said, the thing is with both these clubs here is their defense.
Yeah.
Detroit City comes in here with a .40 goals against, tops in the USL Championship right now. And
thanks to Colorado for clean sheets.
Thanks to that back line.
Yes.
That back line, I mean, you can mix or match who you can put in that back line on a consistent basis, whether it be Open Cup, whether it be USL Championship. You can mix or match with those things. And I'll tell you what, I mean, like I said, the back line, I mean, Haruki Yamazaki playing like Michael Bryant right now.
Oh, yeah.
He's becoming a pest out there, which is a good thing for Detroit City. Man of the match last week against Sporting Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Callum Montgomery has been playing extremely well.
Oh, the hometown kid.
No. Oh, the hometown. We'll talk about the hometown kid in a little bit.
All right, sorry. Wrong person. Sorry. But Callum Montgomery.
Yeah, Callum Montgomery.
I forgot he's from Canada. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. My bad. Sorry.
And then, and of course, led by the captain, Devin Amumensa.
Yes.
I mean, like I said, that back line, we had questions about him going into the year. So far this year, not an issue as of yet. And we haven't played the big clubs as of yet. Well, it's coming up. We got Pittsburgh coming up, and then we got Louisville in 2 weeks.
Oh, brother.
For us.
Oh, brother.
Chicago Fire, though, .71, 6 in the MLS.
Nothing to see that.
Nothing to see that. They got a pretty decent back line themselves. So, I mean, it's the fact is here, 4 clean sheets for both clubs. Brady, their goalkeeper, a 7.48 on the FOT mob, and he's been doing a tremendous job in between the posts. Not sure if he's going to start tonight. Not sure how Greg Berhalter is going to rotate his lineup tonight going into this one.
Yeah, we mentioned this on Saturday. He's kind of afraid of the keyword turf monster because,
And we showed you that turf monster.
We showed you that
field out there.
Yeah.
That's about 10, 11 years old.
Yeah, I remember when we replaced it. That was a big, huge deal.
10, 11 years old. I mean, it's let's just say it's used its shelf life. Because you figure every 10 years, you put a field turf surface down. We're reminiscent of this with Ford Field because they play under the same surface, field turf.
Yes.
You have to change that thing, recycle it every 10 years.
I know.
And I was at the pitch on a couple weeks ago over in Flint or over in Grand Blanc. That's a beautiful, forgiving pitch there. Here, it's not so forgiving.
No, because you're playing on sort of like a grass concrete surface or asphalt surface.
Old time, like playing at Giant Stadium back in the day in the years of Tampa Bay and the Detroit Express going in there to play the Cosmos.
And they used AstroTurf there back in the day. Yes.
Yes,
and
it was.
A different thing. You know
and the pitch here feels like AstroTurf when you think about it. I mean, there's still some forgiveness there, but, I mean, it's there. It is there, and like I said, it's not a forgiving pitch. Plus the configuration of the stadium. It's a smaller pitch than it would be at Soldier Field for Chicago Fire or SeatGeek Stadium if they were to play this game down there. It's the less forgiving pitch there is can pose a lot of problems. I mean, you could say it for both clubs, but I think Detroit City's starting to get used to it. They're undefeated here so far this year.
So far 3-0. Yes.
Yeah, they are undefeated here
Yeah.
this year, which is a good. Well, you could say it's 2 or 3. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is 3-0, isn't it?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, it is 3-0. Charleston, yeah, 3-0 here
3-0,
in
yeah.
USL competition here.
Also, we have to mention one thing, and you and I were discussing because we brought that up because, as you probably know, the league in goals for has been Darren Smith, tied for the league goals for 5 o'clock. But you mentioned we have to rely on somebody else other than Darren Smith, and which brings to me a question. Do you think that Detroit City is struggling without Darren Smith or Alec Lou, the hometown kid in the Cup Open, or something?
Guys just got to get their shots connected on the net, and we saw this on Saturday too. Atis Juve had a chance.
Is it going?
Atis Juve had
Do
a
not
chance,
like that.
but that got shot off to the right of the post.
Yeah.
A lot of missed opportunities there, and they just got to function in on their opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Darren Smith, Johnny on the spot,
Yes.
off the rebound.
Yeah, he was Johnny on the spot.
Yeah,
Yes.
for the only goal on Saturday.
Johnny on the spot. The ball was there. He banged it in. Game
Alex
winner.
DeLue, he's had a couple bangers in this
Oh
competition.
yes, he was in the man of the round for team of the round for 2 times in a row.
Yeah,
When
absolutely.
he gets the
Including a
Rangers,
tremendous performance in Brighton.
Yes,
I'm going to say that pitch is forgetting its key worth as well against Michigan Rangers.
That's
But
an indoor pitch, and by the way, it was rescheduled because it was too cold to play at Keyword.
right, but regardless, the guy went out there and played it. I think he did play a full 90 in that one.
Yeah, I
He played
think so,
180 minutes in Cup play.
Mm-hmm.
And he played 68 minutes on Saturday in lieu of Ryan Williams being out of the lineup and Maxi Rodriguez being relegated to the bench. He played 68 minutes on Saturday.
Yeah.
Did a fantastic job. Unfortunately, nothing came to fruition as far as getting balls in the net for him. But needless to say, he's been a blessing in disguise as here, the hometown kid.
Yes.
Needless to say, the hometown kid making do here for Detroit
Testing,
City.
testing.
But you look at our top guys:
1,
Darren
2,
Smith,
3,
Kobe
4,
Hernandez, and
5,
Haruki Yamazaki.
6, 7.
Kobe Hernandez, Foster, Haruki Yamazaki. Your top 3 FOTMOB rating there. Darren Smith, there's no question about it.
Yeah,
He's been a terror this year. And he hasn't played much in Cup competition.
No.
In fact, he didn't play at all.
He's been benched for the last 2 games. One because of concern of a slight tweak on the knee. He turned out to be fine. But we didn't play. Well, we didn't. He was in the sub, but didn't play in the game against the Twin City Bucks. So, yeah, absolutely. You have to preserve because we're in different competition. Don't forget the USL Cup that's coming up next week. We're not playing the week 1, and don't forget league competition. So you have to have a rotated lineup.
Should Detroit City win tonight after playing Pittsburgh on Saturday, they won't play their next game. Given the result tonight, they won't be playing another game for another 10 days.
You're right.
That.
Yeah.
If they end up moving on.
They end up moving on. That's
So-
if they end up moving on.
So we'll
Also, another factor: how much of the Stars will play because of the pitch for Chicago.
Well, we know of one, Hugo Kuipers.
Yeah.
He had a head injury. He was out the last 2 matches
Yes.
that they played.
Mhm.
As far as
So
yeah.
it's wise to keep him out.
it could be wise to keep him out, but Chicago Fire, they had a 0-0 draw against Atlanta United. They've been doing well, as I mentioned. They were second in the East in MLS right now, but winners of 2 of their last 3. And Detroit City, they've only had the 1 loss on the year, and that was to Indy 11 down at Michael Carroll Stadium. Go figure. At least we're not coming off a loss from it.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, exactly. So that's going to be a huge factor there. 9 goals in all competitions for the Fire, 12 in all competitions for Detroit City FC. So they can at least get the ball in the net. We saw a lot of goal scoring in that game against Michigan Rangers, though. Chisholm Abukulam contributing, Preston Tabor Ataka contributing with 2 goals in that match. However, he's out with an injury himself. Still, that the groin issue that he has to deal with. So he won't be in the lineup tonight for Detroit City. As far as goalkeepers go, Carlos Saldana, he's our cup keeper.
Yes, you're right. So you won't see Carlos Herrera because you want to preserve him as they've hit their injury for Saturday night against Pittsburgh.
Yep, against a team that has given up quite a bit of goals.
And by the way, if you saw Detroit City SC media, they had to replay that memorable moment, one of our best memorable moment against Houston.
Oh yes, absolutely. I think they did another one with the Crew
You're right.
not too long ago. And
The
I had to tweak the opening just a little bit.
The 11th player in its everybody scoring penalty kicks like crazy, but then the Houston goalkeeper missed, and then it was Carlos Sandales, Breeberry, Big Babe, and you. Chaos.
Easy peasy for that. Sam and I were watching that game, and I think you could hear me all over Fenton at that point when he scored that penalty kick.
Oh, yeah,
against Houston Dynamo.
Yeah. One of the greatest moments ever. I never saw a penalty kick scored the game-winning game in PK.
It's happened. It's happened. It happens a lot of times, when you get into that situation when there's
because they have to go for 11 players. And if all 11, 10,
or 10, if one happens to be
the goalkeeper is the last, or 10 because
the last line of defense. Last line of defense, and the last person to take an attempt on a shot there. So, want to go back to Chicago though.
Okay.
Jonathan Bamba also been a good player for them. Trying to think of his name. They're trying to think of his name real quick as I look this up. I hate to do that because that's what I don't like doing is looking up on my phone while I'm recording. That's why I got most of these notes, and I think I covered all of it. Apparently, I didn't cover them all. So we go back here to Chicago. Another player of note for Chicago Fire that has been playing some tremendous football for them. As we go to that here.
There's a drone, Buzzy.
Drone. Yeah, the drone, the quiet.
It's the big one.
Yes. Marin Haile Selassie. He scored the final goal in that match at SeatGeek Stadium last year. Right now, he's got 1 goal, 0 assists for 7.03 rating. In fact, Selassie's goal 2 weeks ago was a difference in their game. Obviously, like I said, no goals in them. The Swiss national, 27 years old. Of course, he's a key factor on that front line there. And then, like you mentioned, the question is, how's that lineup going to be tonight? Are you going to see a lot of Fire 2 out there? Are you going to see are we going to see Hugo Kuipers at all?
I think it's going to be a mixture of both.
Yeah,
literally. You know what I mean? Some of your top stars and some from the second team. So we'll see.
Yeah, we shall see what we shall see. Absolutely. So, but not just this match. This was like the marquee match of the night when you think about it. When you talk about 2 heavyweight titans there, and you hit me with an analogy. You hit me with an analogy, and it's from one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yes, let me repeat the line. If you know this movie, you should know this movie. Remember in the original Rocky? That's the original Rocky, not 2, 3, 4, 5, Rocky Balboa, or the Creed series.
Club Fighter, Rocky Balboa.
Yes, coming into the office,
Rocky Balboa.
trying for sparring partner for Apollo Creed, and the manager for Apology or promoter of Apology, they come and turned to him and said, "Do you believe in opportunity?"
This is a huge opportunity tonight for Detroit City.
Do you believe
I believe in opportunity.
Yes.
I absolutely believe in
Rocky, believe it. And let me paraphrase this. The U.S. Soccer Federation is giving 16 teams a shot against the big clubs in the other league to make history.
We're going to go over a few of them coming up right now as we go for a special edition of the USL today.
Pittsburgh has not seen a night like this. For the first time ever, the Riverhounds, Eastern Conference champion.
But there's seconds left. And there it is!
Is there any time remaining? No! It's over! Detroit City! Lightning strikes twice! The 8-1 upset for the second time in 3 years! And they knock out the Shield winner on the opening night of the playoffs!
Opportunity comes knocking for 16 USL/League One /USL 2 teams that are going to be in this competition tonight facing MLS competition. first one we want to look at here, a team that has been struggling as of late, taking on a team that is also struggling as of late.
It's struggle.
Yeah, struggle. But the one team that's struggling, we don't think of them as struggling,
No.
and that's Louisville City.
Oh yeah.
They have been winless in 2 straight, including including a loss, a 2-0 loss to the Charleston Battery at Lynn Family Stadium.
Yes.
Last week ended up drawing themselves, so they're winless in 2 straight. And that's an oddity. That's an oddity. Danny Cruz wouldn't let that happen.
It wouldn't let that happen. We all thought they were okay after the coaching change, but now
Simon Bird has winless in 2 straight with that Lou City squad.
I
So
know.
could it be a feel-good story tonight? Because Austin is winless in 5 straight. They're 13th in the West right now. They're
Dead
not
last.
they're not a very
almost near dead last.
potential for a cup set there.
Potential.
A huge potential for a cup set at Lynn Family Stadium tonight. Show up for this one, guys. Show up for this one. I think this one's on CBS Sports Network.
I think so. Yeah. We don't want to embarrass our friends at MLS, who I don't know if they got the first team to play.
MLS game. I think they're going to show at Lynn Family Stadium.
I know.
Interesting matchup here. Colorado, the Rapids, winners of 3 of their last 5, taking on USL 1 stalwart Union Omaha.
I know, and
our buddy, friend of the show, Pato Batalo Faz.
Yes,
this team's been scored 10 goals so far in Open Cup.
Oh,
only given up 1.
Oh my!
And that was an equalizer in the game against Indy 11, their last go around in the Open Cup, and that was at I was going to say, I don't think that was at that wasn't at Michael Carroll Stadium. No. They have to travel to Colorado for this one. Their new place out there, but. This Union Omaha team, Vincenzo Candela, the coach, former Detroit City alum, coaching that squad, took over for Dom Casiato, and has really turned that team around. And they were having struggles last year in USL League One, ended up making the playoffs after Casiato left for Tampa Bay, and they've been doing real well as of late. So, and one of the top teams right now in USL League One. Another matchup too, another Cup darling from the USL, Sacramento Republic.
Yeah.
And of course, you've heard of their stories from the past, including the game in fact, the run that they had in which they ended up losing to Orlando City in the final.
And Danny Deco was on quite as the assistant.
Absolutely, under Mark Briggs. So, yes. Different coach. Now Collins, the coach over there at Sacramento right now. They have been unbeaten in their last 3. They won their last Open Cup match, 4-0 victory at Valley 589 They get the host this one at Heart Health Park tonight against Minnesota United, and the Wonderwall. But the Wonderwall has to travel on the road.
Oh yeah,
tonight. Losers of their last 2, sitting in 9th place in the Western Conference. So, like I said, could there be potential tonight that we might see more cup sets?
We could see, but it's very tough because last year when I did the math, when an MLS team entered the cup competition, on average, there's about 1 or 2 cup sets.
Absolutely.
And I think after what happened last year where almost everybody got wiped out except for Pittsburgh,
and this was after MLS cut the field themselves. And they came in there and they just ran a blaze on all competition except for Pittsburgh. In fact, Pittsburgh got knocked out the following round. But still.
But we were roughed up, beaten up, got the thump down emoji from Garpa, that Don Garber and Koopa from the
And
Super
then 2
Mario,
years ago, there was a couple cup sets there. We ended up losing to Indy 11 on the road.
You're right, and that was a bad game.
That was a bad
period.
Game. Yeah, I mean,
we should have won that game, but with a bad game. Period.
Yeah, so we ended up losing to Indy 11 on the road.
Yeah.
In that cup tie down at Michael Carroll Stadium. That was a couple years ago. But like I said, there is some potential tonight with some of these clubs where cup sets could happen. I listed 3 of them.
Yes.
Where the cup set could happen.
Yes.
There tonight.
I know.
So. But,
because, like I said, we want to become that first team since the Rochester Raging Rhinos. Remember them? 1999. the last team other than MLS, or the only team other than MLS to win the cup.
Or even just make the final, like a couple
the
years
final,
ago
yeah.
when Sacramento
Right.
Republic did it. They were the last non-MLS team to reach a final. So, there's potential there for something to happen there.
Yeah.
And I'm not downgrading MLS by
No,
any means.
I'm not denigrating MLS anywhere. Just like they said in the Rocket Club, do you believe in opportunity?
Mm-hmm.
They're giving a shot at that opportunity to make history tonight.
16 opportunities
Yes.
over the next 2 days
You're right.
in Open Cup competition
Okay.
tonight. Opportunity sits there in our picks
I know.
as well for you, if
I know.
should you choose wisely.
Okay.
Right now, I'm 3 points ahead. The pick the boot,
you.
we're still neck and neck there,
I know.
4-3 there. You got the advantage as far as
All
that
right.
goes.
All right.
But needless to say, tonight is going to be a telling factor of what you say. Let's look over at some of the predictions
Okay.
that have been passed on along the road.
Okay.
Make City Make Spence. They did an episode they dropped an episode a couple days ago. Shout out to Majors Detroit on that one. They were talking about this Open Cup match. Both Adam Hernandez and Sean Spence said that Detroit City may not be so fortunate tonight.
Oh, brother.
They will see them losing.
Uh-huh.
Our friend from Morning Kick Around, Mr. Jason Davis.
Yes, local soccer guy.
No, not local soccer, national soccer
National
guy.
soccer guy, radio guy.
Yeah, national soccer radio guy. WTF weekdays they'll be on it. Well, the weekdays on Sirius XM channel 157,
Uh-huh.
and of course Morning Kick Around every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yes.
He said there's a potential for a cup set tonight.
Yes.
He's thinking Detroit City, given the conditions that we're at here, given the atmosphere. Grounds for a cup set tonight. He's thinking there might be one with the Chicago team. As we mentioned earlier, the top 2 teams right now.
Yes.
Two of the top teams in their respective leagues. Chicago in second place in the Eastern Conference of MLS. Detroit City FC third place in the Eastern Conference in USL Championship. This is going to be a very interesting affair. Will it be a devastation like it was last year in Chicago, or do you see it differently?
I see it differently.
Okay.
You got a lot of home crowd. You got questionable turf, maybe, that could upset Mr. Ballharder. You don't have your top player on the fire with a potential concussion. You know what I mean? A head injury, whatever.
They still got some quality players that can cause some damage.
Okay. I will say 2-1 extra time Detroit City.
Going for the extra time there.
Yes.
So we're going to be working overtime tonight.
Yes, you're right.
I don't want to work overtime.
Yeah, you're right. And
I don't want to work overtime tonight.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't want to work overtime tonight.
With potential bad weather ahead.
I trust our back four.
Okay.
I trust Carlos Saldana.
All right.
I trust Alex DeLue.
Okay.
I still want to see someone other than Alex DeLue score.
Okay.
And I know Chicago's going to have a hard time doing that. The thing is here with Chicago, last year the high press killed us. Killed us for four goals in that one. We did not have we hardly had any possession at all in that game.
No, we were run around circles last year.
Yeah, we had hardly any possession at all at that game. It was, Chicago just came in and kicked our ass.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening tonight.
Okay.
But as much as I say you want to get this thing done by 9:30 tonight, I think we're going to be in for a long night, to be honest with you. I think we're going to be in for a long night.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to be at the point. I think we might be at the point where we're going to be seeing extra time. We might be seeing some PKs.
Oh.
We might be seeing some PKs tonight. I have that gut feeling. And it's credit to Detroit's defense. It's credit to Chicago's defense. That .71 is no fluke, especially after 7 games in MLS play. That .40 is no fluke either, given as many games as we played. We've played 7 games, although 2 of them were in the Open Cup. We don't give up that many goals.
Yeah.
I'd say it's going to be a 0-0 draw.
Okay.
And it's going to go down in PKs. And we've had history in PKs. We lost to Louisville in PKs in Open Cup.
I know.
But
we won.
I have confidence. Yeah. I have confidence I think our balls are going to go straight into the net. There might be one miss by Chicago.
Okay.
Detroit City wins in penalty kicks.
Oh
tonight.
my.
So I'm calling for a draw. Detroit City wins in penalty kicks. I mean, they'll pad it up to 1 on the difference sheet there, but it might get you a little closer if they win in extra time.
Speaking of which, who do you have for pick the boot if there's any?
Pick the boot for the match. He's going to get it on a PK. I'm going to go with El Salou because of the fact that, he's been our Open Cup guy. So regardless, I'm still going to go with him as my pick the boot.
If he played tonight, Kobe Hernandez Foster.
I'm sure he will be. I'm sure he'll be called to duty regardless if he's starting or not. If he ends up being a sub, I'm sure he'll be called in the play right there. Depends on the injuries, as you know.
Right.
Ryan Williams still questionable with that hamstring issue. It's gonna rely on that, and of course, Maxi Rodriguez as well has a hamstring issue that that kept him out of a match or two himself. So he's just slowly getting back in the lineup. So, but we shall see. But Kobe and Hernandez are definitely a good choice tonight for Detroit City FC. Tonight, get to see this game for free, folks.
CBS Golazo Network.
That's right. Find it on your Roku. Find it on your Pluto TV. Find it on your streaming device. Find it on Paramount Plus if you have Paramount Plus.
And by all 16 games from here on out with the Cup and Cup, they're all on Paramount Plus.
That's right. Everything from here on out is on Paramount Plus, CBS Golazo Network, CBS Sports Network as well for all your coverage of this great, grand competition.
Oh, yes.
We will be here after the match. We will get a post-match interview, join the scrum there. We enjoy that. We do enjoy that. That's fun. We get our questions in. Of course, Ian Gilmore, fantastic job, by the way. If you saw that, fantastic job by the media department.
Yes.
I want to shout them out. There was a post that was put out on social media earlier today. It was a little bit of an advertisement, a little bit of welcome to Detroit for the Chicago Fire faithful.
Oh,
there. Fantastic job.
The
Top notch.
Psychology of this game is off the hook. Literally.
I love it. Hey, we tried to fuel the fire last week on the Muses as well. Thank you for Friendly for doing the Tebow pose during our game against Jacksonville. But we will be with you after the match for all the post-game analysis and whatnot as well. So we're hoping it's not going to be a long night of keyword. But
I hope it's not raining tonight. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully it's not rain, but we'll find shelter to do after hours one way or another. So, but we will see you after the match. Until then, folks, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the galaxy.